Start by drawing a circle. I just sketched one freehand. If you don't feel comfortable with that, then you can always trace a lid or a cup. I'm also using a 2B pencil. Now your B's are your softer leads. They're going to appear darker. They also smudge pretty easy. A 2 is less smudging than, say, a 6. So the higher you go, the softer your lead is. As soon as you have your circle complete, you can start to darken the edge. I use my fingers a lot to smudge out, but I'll give you some other ideas in a little bit. And then you can start figuring out where you want your cracks to be. Start with some larger ones. You can make the cracks a little thicker here and there. Cracks can go in all different directions. Here I'm making a bigger chunk that is missing by going darker in that area. Keep going around your circle, creating those cracks. When you're doing your cracks, you just want to use a real loose kind of pattern. Wiggle your pencil as you go along. You will see tighter cracks around the ball eventually. We'll go a little tighter there and smaller pieces. And you want to add the deeper, darker lines around the ball as well. That sinks it in a little bit more to the wall. You can start building out some shading on the ball too. For me, making these cracks actually reminds me of branches on a tree. So it's fun and relaxing for me. Remember, all different directions, lighter as you go out, less cracks as you go out, because you don't want your whole wall to crumble. You can put a little bit of shading in the wall area as well. Just build up, have fun. I made this video, I started to make this video anyway, while I was waiting for a friend. So I did not have my blending stump with me, but I did have a napkin. So you can use other things to blend out. A rag, a napkin. Since we have all our cracks done around the ball, now we can add some shading to all of this area. We'll be pulling out some of that with a kneading eraser, but for now, putting that depth around on the wall part really sinks the whole thing in. And now we'll just darken over some of these areas and starting to work on the ball itself. Now, as you work with a round object, anytime you're shading, if the object is round, then make sure your shading is round. You're just following the shape. Also, when you're trying to protrude something like the center of the ball, you want that to stick out, so leave that the lightest part. Dark around the edges, lighter in the middle, gives it shape. Now, obviously, I'm home now, I'm finishing this video up, and I'm using my blending stump. So you can see that the blending stump does give a much richer, deeper look to it than using a napkin or my fingers, in fact. The nice thing about the stumps is you can get into the smaller areas, the cracks, the edge. The paper that I'm using is a watercolor paper. So the thing about that is it has a little bit of a bite to it. In other words, it has some crevices. And so when you're blending it out, if you use a blending stump, you won't be able to see those cracks or crevices as much. Now we'll add some highlighting. This is a kneading eraser. The kneading erasers are awesome. They don't leave a mess on your paper, and you can knead them into the shape that you need to get in there. So there I kept it pretty big. Now along these cracks, if I pinch it a little bit, I'll create a smaller, there we're pinching, smaller area, and I can use that almost like a pencil. It's erasing though. So now we'll have even more of a three-dimensional effect going on. So your highlights are just as important as the areas that you are darkening or shading. This is just to show you how light. I'm barely holding this and I'm rotating it, rolling the pencil to give me very light cracks in this area and a little bit all the way through. It's very relaxing to do. You can't make a mistake with cracks, just have fun. Roll with it. Here's our finished look. As you can see, closer to the wall itself, I have much tighter cracks. So I went in this area right in here and put much smaller cracks. You can see highlights, you can see darker shading, you can see the ball has a lot of nice color in it, and it gives that lift as if we can pick it up. And then it slowly fades out to nothing. So it has that realistic 3D effect. You can do it, it's fun,